Hey guys, how you doing today? I'm going to do a how-to video on how to make a paracord bracelet. I'm not quite sure if this is the King Cobra or just a Cobra knot, but yeah, I got this request from the Survival Experts 101. Two local guys from around me. Pretty cool dudes. Got some excellent videos. I'll put a link up so you guys can check out their page. And yeah, so we start off first by you need a length of cord about yay long. Right, which is yay meaning as if you need a inside cord that will go around your wrist, right, so that you can attach it to yourself via this method by making a knot on one side and a loop on the other side for it to connect. Or you can use clips, either or, whatever you're comfortable with. All right, and the length should be roughly a little bit larger than what your wrist is. So you can fit about a finger or two through there, so it'll be comfortable in your wrist. All right. You can always adjust the knot after. That's why I leave on the cord here. I leave a little extra, a couple inches here, so you can do it. All right. So let's get started, and then you'll need a second length of cord, fairly long. I just do a bunch of paracord. Okay. I really don't roughly measure it out. I just do enough that I know I can do this knot. Okay. So. Let's get started here, and the first thing you'll do is you'll leave a loop at the top here, alright, and then you'll go underneath with your cord, underneath here, alright, and equal it out on either side so you have equal amounts. Or if you want to do two different colors, you can take two different colored paracords and you can attach it by melting them, cutting them apart, and then melting them together. Alright, so let's get started here. First one, you'll make a little S bend like this by wrapping the one loop over top of the paracord here, alright, and then you'll take this side, sorry guys, I just dropped the paracord down the side here, this side, and you'll go down through this hole, underneath, and then up through this loop on your S, alright, and that will make your first knot. Your first knot's the trickiest because it's loose and you have to kind of tie it, alright, and then you'll just adjust it to where you want on here, alright, you just tie it tightly. Then next you'll do a loop on this side, over top again, right, over top, alright, leaving a hole on this side here, and you'll take the cord from this side till you get the end of it here, and then you'll go in through this hole, underneath, and then up through this hole here, okay, and then you'll pull that tight, alright. That will begin your series of knots you have to do. And I built this jig here just to kind of hold it up off the table, so it's a little bit easier to do. And then again on this side here, alright, you'll pull that cord from this side here around straight, and you'll make the S with this side over top of the paracord, alright, then you go under, and then you'll go up, alright, and then you'll pull that tight again. You'll see it starting to take form, alright? So, and you'll just continue those all the way down until you get to the very end, okay? So it's not too bad. You'll just keep going with your S's over this side, and then your loop underneath, and then up, alright? And you gotta realize every time you do it, you just have to make sure you go one loop over this side for this knot, alright, which will pull this side over, and then the next one will go over this side. Okay, so it gets easier as you go along. It just takes the first couple times you tie the knot, maybe 2 or 3 times to kind of get it. Alright, it took me a few tries to get it. Right, that time I think I tied the knot wrong, unfortunately. I'm talking too much and not paying attention to what I'm doing. But anyways, you see what I mean by doing those knots I was telling you before. Alright, I'll come down here and go up through here, and that will make my knot for this, my loop going over for this side. Alright, and then again for this side here, you go down and then up. That'll be that side. Alright, and you continue all the way down until you get to the very end. Alright, like I said before. Sorry if I'm going a little quick here, talking a little fast. I never really had this kind of jig on my camera hanging it up before. Alright, but you go down through the top, up through the other side, and then loop it. Alright? And you continue down all the way down like I said. Anyways, these are a few of the other ones that I've made before. This one's really tight, right? As you can see, I don't know if the focus is on there. This one's really tight, and this one fits my wrist fine. When you get to the very end, when you're finished, you tie this tight, alright? And then you'll cut it, and then you just take a lighter and you melt the tips, the frayed tips, and just lick your finger or a little bit of spit or whatever, or water, and just push it over until it kind of rolls on it, so it's not sharp and whatnot. But it's fairly easy, and same with the other the knot as well. What you do is the knot at the very end when you're finished, okay, you just readjust it like this part here that I was talking about, because once this is all tight, it might tighten up a bit on itself. All right, so this knot might not be where it was when you first made this initial loop. Okay, so you might want to loosen it off and bring it out a little bit, or tighten it up a little bit. So that's why I just leave a little extra here, like I said. So, and then if you want to make this knot here bigger, what you do is you just loop over this knot that you did before, and you just tie it like this so you can get a bigger knot. Okay, so it comes out into a ball. Alright, you guys can see that there. It comes out into a little bit of a bigger ball. Alright, and then you'll cut that off after you've tightened it sufficiently, and then melt it with the lighter as well. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll bring this up to you again so you can see what it looks like. Sorry, it's a little camera's not working as well as I thought right now. And it looks like that when you're going through the knots, right? You just keep doing those S's, going under and over, alright, and you'll be fine. Alright, thanks for watching. Please leave comments. This is my first time doing a how-to type video, so yeah, bear with me, and thank you very much, and goodbye.